Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Prez, and in this Elden Ring video, I'm going to be showing you my Frost Knight build. This is a build I've been playing around with, and is an insanely good alternative to overpowered bleed builds. Some people don't like how easy bleed builds make the game, so if that's you, and you want to try a really good build without using bleed, this is definitely the build for you. It takes advantage of one of the best weapons in the game, and can be obtained very early game, and has the ability to have infinite projectiles at zero cost. I'm going to show you it right now, but first, I quickly ask for a like and a sub on this video, and if you do, thank you so much. Anyways, let's begin, and let's start with the primary weapon, which is Death's Poker. This is easily one of the best weapons in Elden Ring and is a very unique weapon. If you've never tried this weapon, you'll definitely love it. Basically, it's a great sword that stacks frost buildup, but at the same time has amazing versatility for ranged enemies and groups of enemies. Using its Ash of War gives you two options: either attack with range by performing the Ash of War and then a light attack, or use the Ash of War and then a heavy attack, and you can trigger a massive explosion for big groups of enemies. This weapon has everything you need, which is the main component for this build, and if you don't know how to get it, I'll explain right now. It's very simple. Just head to the South Ionia Swamp Bank Grace inside a K-lid, sit at the Grace and pass time until nightfall. Once it's nightfall, kill the Deathrite bird next to the Grace, and you now have Death's Poker. Next, I give you the option of a side weapon. This will go in your main hand, but in the second slot. The reason I add this is because the weapon is very good, especially for how easy it is to get, and that weapon is the Frozen Needle. If you've been a sub to me for a while, I'm sure you've heard me talk about this weapon a lot, but basically what the weapon specializes in is giving you a free projectile that you can endlessly shoot. If you don't know how to do this, this is basically a charge cancel. All you have to do to do this attack is perform a heavy attack and then just press your roll to cancel out of it. So basically hold R2 or RT for long enough and then tap B or square to roll out of the attack, and once you do, just like I'm doing on screen, you'll shoot the projectile forward and dodge at the same time. And it fits the whole theme of the build with frost, since it has 60 frost buildup on it. It has an Ash of War on it that can't be changed, but it's still a very good choice. Impaling thrust can go straight through shields and take out fast moving enemies, so this is still a good choice for you. To find this, head to the road to the Manor Grace and backtrack from the Grace just into this castle formation until you find a similar area that I'm at here, and once you're here, just hit the floor to uncover a secret staircase. At the bottom of the staircase is a mini boss fight, and just behind the fight you can obtain this weapon. In your offhand, you can use a staff if you want to use one. If there's one that you particularly like, you can use any one you like, but personally I use the Carrion Regal Scepter. This has S scaling and intelligence, which will offer you the best damage. Armor, like in all of my builds, are optional, so if you have something that you like or you think will work better, definitely use that, but I'm going for more of a fashion souls build here, so I'm going to be using the full Knight's Cavalry armor set. The full black look to this set looks very clean, and for my helmet I'm using the skeletal mask. If you want the Cavalry Knight set, I'm going to show you how to get it now, because I'm pretty sure not a lot of people are aware of how to get this, so let me show you. You'll need to get the secret medallion, and once you have that, just head to the secret area at the mountaintop of the Giants. Once you get up here, just follow through the blizzard until you find the inner consecrated snow-filled Grace. Again, like we did for the Deathrite bird, you're going to need to pass time until nightfall, and once you do, kill the two Knight Cavalry bosses at the convoy to the left of the Grace. Finally, let's really round the whole build out here with talismans, and for the first talisman, I recommend the Claw Talisman. I personally use a lot of jumping attacks as it's an easy way to get in there and to do a lot of damage. And up next, I use the Haven Mass Talisman for the raise that you get in sorcery potency. In my third slot, I use the Shard of Alexander. Like I said, Death's Poker is the bread and butter of this build, just because of how amazing the Ash of War is. So this talisman will raise the effect of that. And finally, I use the Magic Scorpion Charm. This is because the whole build does magic damage, which this will obviously raise the damage of that. In your physic, you can use the Magic Shrouding Cracked Tear to raise damage, and you can also use the Stone Barb Cracked Tear, so you're more likely to break enemy stances after drinking your physic. Now personally, I never like to tell people how to allocate their stats, but since some people are still concerned, I'm going to try to explain. If you're making a new character, choose Vagabond for classes, because this will give you the best and closest start, and whenever you're ready for it, just head to the area to get Death's Poker. Your main focus with this build should be gearing up to kill the Deathrite bird to get Death's Poker. So as soon as it's possible for you to beat the fight, head to the fight and try and win it, because once you get Death's Poker, the entire playthrough will be a breeze. And just so you're aware, the minimal stats you'll need for Death's Poker is 15 strength, 17 dex, and 11 intelligence. And you can obtain this super early if you go with Vagabond. And once you have those stats, it's really up to you how you want to go here, but I'm going to show you the soft caps on screen. So feel free to work your way up to these stats as you would like. If you're not sure what soft caps means, it's basically the highest you should go for the most effect, which means going past this is basically useless when you have other stats you need to be upgrading. Well, that basically does it for the whole build. If you guys made it to this point, seriously, thank you so much. Comment SpongeBob in the comments below so I know you made it to this point. And again, seriously, thank you so much for watching all the way through. I love the support from you guys. I hope all of you guys are having an amazing day. If you could leave me a like and a sub on your way out, that would mean a lot to me. But other than that, I'm out, bro. Peace.